Hi, I'm Vedaanth. I'm currently based in Gujarat, Ahmedabad. In last 2.5 years stay here, I've explored and learned a lot of interesting facts and figures about Gujarat. Hence, I thought on the occasion of Republic Day, it would be a great idea to share the interesting information with you too. So let's get started. Now we'll learn about the history of Gujarat. The state took its name from Gujar. Gujar was the community that ruled over a particular area of Gujarat. They ruled this area in the 700s and 800s. The Maha-Gujarat movement or the Maha-Gujarat Andolan was a political movement demanding a new state only and only for Gujarati-speaking people. It was successful in 1956. Before that, Gujarat was a part of Maharashtra, and in that time, the Britishers ruled there. After India got independence, Andhra Pradesh was the first state to ever get separated. Knowing this, the Gujarati people also demanded to get separated from Bombay, and that's how Gujarat was formed 1st of May 1960. Next is the geography of Gujarat. The size or the area of Gujarat is 1,96,024 square kilometer. It is the fifth largest state in incredible India. The capital of Gujarat is Gandhinagar. Many people often get confused that the state capital is Ahmedabad, but no, it is Gandhinagar. Ahmedabad was the capital from 1960 to 1970. But then, after 1970, the capital was made Gandhinagar due to some changes. Gandhinagar has been recorded as the greenest capital in the whole of Asia. Wow! It is over 50% of its land covered with trees. It has taken a prominent and significant step towards a balanced and healthy environment. The official language of Gujarat is Gujarati, as you already know. People here also speak English and Hindi. Also, there are many dialects, but these are the main languages. There are 33 administrative districts in Gujarat. As you can see here, Gujarat has the longest coastline of about 1,600 km. Coastline is the boundary between sea and land. Now you understand what coastline is. Let's explore some major cities. First is Rajkot. Rajkot is also known as the capital of Saurashtra. As you can see in the map, this area where Rajkot is, that area is called Saurashtra. Coming back, the capital of the Saurashtra is Rajkot. Next is Vadodara or Baroda. Vadodara is derived from the Sanskrit words Vat meaning banyan tree and Dhara which means the land. So together it means the land of the banyan tree. Then is Ahmedabad. It is also called the state's commercial capital. It means business capital. Ahmedabad is the busiest city in Gujarat. Then is Surat. It is the home of the hub of textiles and it's the world's diamond capital. Now let's dive into the major rivers of Gujarat. First is the Narmada River. This river starts in Madhya Pradesh. And then there is Sabarmati River, Mahi River, and Tapi River. And as you can see, these are all beautiful rivers. Many people even consider them holy. Let's move on to the state specifics. The state animal is the Asiatic lion from Gir forest, but no more than 700 Asiatic lions remain in Gir forest now. They are on the verge of extinction. But on the bright side, the government is making effort into protecting these poor animals from getting hunted. Moving on, the state bird is a greater flamingo. The state tree or fruit is a mango. Kesar mango especially is a major variety. And the state flower is marigold as you can see here. Now let's get historic and explore the top 3 historical places. The first one is the Champanar Fort of Gujarat and it has been given the UNESCO World Heritage Site. And the Ranini Vav from Patan district is a UNESCO World Heritage Site as well. And the Dholavira, which is the remains of the Harappan civilization in Gujarat. Festivals teach us to share joy with each other. So why not explore them a bit too, don't you think? The first one is Uttarayan. Uttarayan is derived from two Sanskrit words. Uttara meaning north and Ayana meaning movement. So together it is northern movement or Uttarayan. It is also known as Makar Sankranti in northern states. We celebrate Uttarayan because after winter is over and the sun comes back, it is the harvest season for farmers. And not only that, It is to also worship the sun god. Til laddu or sesame laddu is a special sweet that is eaten when celebrating Uttarayan. Next one is Navaratri. Navaratri is a much awaited Hindu festival that spans over 9 days and celebrates the victory of good over evil. Each day of Navaratri is associated with a specific color. It is celebrated in Gujarat wildly, and the people dress in their best clothes and play garba and the dandiya ras till late night. Next is the traditional clothes and food of Gujarat. First is the cold and sweet amras. Amras is a traditional Gujarati dish. It consists of sugared mango pulp, which is passed through a machine to remove the fibrous strands of the fruit. It is commonly eaten with roti and puri. Next is a dhokla. It is made from chickpeas flour. It is mainly garnished with salt, chili flakes, or roughly chopped onions. Ghatia, khanvi, and dabeli are some other famous snacks of Gujarat. The traditional dresses for men include kedia or kurta on the top and dhoti or chorno at the bottom. Women in Gujarat wear saris or chaniya choli. Recently, they have started wearing salwar kameez as well. Charno is a type of cotton pants that the Gujarati men wear. Coming up are the temples of Gujarat. The first one would be the Somnath temple. It was built by King Pratishtha Nag Bhattu. He constructed the temple for the third time after two failures and completed in 8815 using red sandstones. In 1026, Muhammad Ghazni lent the precious jewels and the property of Somnath temple and looted it badly. The second one is the famous Swaminarayan Akshardham temple, one of the largest temple in Gujarat. Akshardham, one of the largest temples in Gujarat. Akshardham temple of Gandhinagar is managed by the prosperous Hindu Swaminarayan group, spread over 23 acres of shielded lawn. This huge temple was constructed by 1,000 artisans. This complex was made by 6,000 metric tons of pink sandstones and is considered to be the residence of Lord Swaminarayan. One of the main attractions here is the 45-minute long water show. So I'd gone there and I remember watching the water show. It was about Yamaraj, the god of death, and a boy named Nachiketa talking about life and death. So the story was amazing with real characters and even water animations. Even though it was freezing in the night, they had also made up some very big flames. So overall, it was very cool. And also there's the Dwarkadish temple in Lord Sri Krishna's capital, Dwarkadish, which submerged. And there's the Sun Temple found by King Bhishma Dev II in the 11th century. It is 106 kilometers northwest from Ahmedabad, situated in a hill named Madera, one of the most beautiful temples in Gujarat. The main hall in the temple is supported by the pillars that are carved beautifully with the idols of gods and demons. Now let's pay our respects to some of the famous political figures of Gujarat. Vallabhbhai Patel, born in Nadia, Gujarat in 1875, was the first deputy prime minister and home minister of independent India. He played an important role in the political integration of India and was awarded the Bharat Ratna Award in 1991. He is also known as the Iron Man of India. I'm also sure you have heard of the Statue of Unity, the world's largest statue. It is in Gujarat as well. As you can see in the comparison, it is the tallest statue, about twice the size of the Statue of Liberty. Gandhiji was also born in Gujarat. He was born in a city called Porbandar at 2nd October 1869. His full name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was the primary leader of India's independence movement. He is also known as the father of India, as you might know, or Rashtrapita in Hindi. Our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, a world renowned leader, is also from Vatnagar, Gujarat. Now we'll learn about some important trades and industries of Gujarat. So pay attention, these are important. Amul. So I'm currently wondering, is there someone who has not heard or eaten at least one product of Amul? Their yellow butter is synonym of makhan in India. Do you know that Amul is not a name but an acronym for Anand Milk Union Limited? Mool. Also, Amul is derived from the Sanskrit word Amulya, meaning priceless or precious. The founder of Amul Dairy, Mr. Varghese Kurian, is also fondly known as the father of the White Revolution in India. This White Revolution linked 700 cities through milk cooperatives. This replaced India from a milk deficit country to one of the largest milk exporters of the world. Mr. Mukesh Dhirubhai Ambani of Reliance Industry. He is the 11th richest person in the world. He is also the richest person in the whole of Asia. He is also a Gujarati. His Jamnagar, Gujarat based crude oil refinery is the largest in the world. Mr. Gautam Adani of Adani Wilmar Group. He also owns and operates Mundra port in Kutch, Gujarat, which is India's largest port and houses India's largest SEZ or special economic zone. Gujarat is also one of the leading state in pharmaceutical industry in India. It has over 3,300 pharma production units. It contributes to around 35% of the exports pharmaceutical business. So I'm sure this journey of Gujarat has given you a different perspective of the state. Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed.